Text 3. The use of sedative lollipops. Hospitals and surgery can be especially frightening for children. And to help lessen young patients' anxiety, one drug company has been experimenting with sedative lollipops. Recently, the U.S. Food and Drugs Administration, FDA, gave the go-ahead to further testing of sweet-tasting fentanyl suckers on children, despite protests from a consumer health group that the lollipop form will give the kids the idea that drugs are candy. Fentanyl, a widely used narcotic anesthetic agent, is 200 times more potent than morphine. Fentanyl lollipops can ease kids' separation from their parents and makes the administration of anesthesia go more smoothly, according to a member of the team that tested them. But the Public Citizen Health Research Group believes it is a danger to children and a new opportunity for drug abuse, urged the FDA to call a halt to the experiments. Fentanyl is so additive, according to the group's director, Dr. Sidney Wolfe, that its widespread availability could cause drug abuse problems. He suggests that hospitals develop other ways to calm young patients, such as making greater user-play therapy and allowing parents to accompany children into the operating room. A. Reading comprehension. 1. Which of the following is the best title for the passage? A. Children's fear. B. Play therapy versus fentanyl. C. Dangerous medicines for children. D. Narcotic lollipops. 2. According to the passage, why does the Public Citizen Health Research Group protest the use of fentanyl lollipops? A. Testing for effectiveness has not been completed. B. Fentanyl is addictive and could therefore be abused. C. The lollipops contain too much sugar and could possibly affect the teeth of the children. D. Morphine is preferable for sedating children. 3. According to the passage, what advantage do the lollipops have over regular anesthesia? A. They are easier to administer. B. They are less costly. C. They are more potent. D. They are safer. 4. Which of the following is not mentioned as a way of lessening young patients' anxieties regarding surgery? A. Sedative lollipops. B. Play therapy. C. Parents' presence in the operating room. D. Children's books about anesthesia. 5. The passage supports which of the following conclusions? A. Fentanyl lollipops have been declared safe for children. B. Sedative lollipops have caused children to have no fears regarding surgery. C. The use of sedative lollipops is controversial. D. Medical doctors agree that fentanyl lollipops will be considered beneficial in the future. B. Vocabulary. Choose A, B, C, or D. Which one is the closest in meaning to the underlined word? 1. The use of sedative lollipops can lessen patients' anxiety. A. Reduce. B. Increase. C. Protect. D. Solve. 2. To help lessen young patients' anxiety, one drug company has been experimenting with sedative lollipops. A. Happiness. B. Eagerness. C. Feeling. D. Fear. 3. Medical doctors agree that fentanyl lollipops will be considered beneficial in the future. A. Meaningful. B. Harmful. C. Risky. D. Dangerous. 4. The Public Citizen Health Research Group protests the use of fentanyl lollipops. A. Support. B. Agree. C. Object. D. Protect. 5. It is suggested that the children should not be given chance to use the sedative things. A. Opportunity. B. Time. C. Play. D. Task. C. Grammar. Verbs of demand. The simple verb, V, is used for all persons in a noun clause, after the following verbs: demand, recommend, be necessary; insist, urge, be required; require, advise, be essential; suggest, request, be important; ask, when it means request. Examples in sentences: the doctor recommended that she have surgery. I suggest that he be ready on time. She asked that all employees attend the meeting. Use not to make the verb negative. Do not use don't. The weatherman suggested that people not use Highway 7. Error examples: wrong. The doctor advised that I am going on a diet. Right. The doctor advised that I go on a diet. Wrong. The restaurant suggested that we arrived on time for our reservation. Right. The restaurant suggested that we arrive on time for our reservation. Wrong. The instructions ask that we don't use a red pen. Right. The instructions ask that we not use a red pen. Wrong. The law requires that students are in school every weekday. Right. The law requires that students be in school every weekday. Wrong. It was important that money was collected for the cause. Right. It was important that money be collected for the cause. Exercise. Put C if the sentence is correct. Put X if there is an error in the verb in the noun clause after a demand verb. 1. They asked that she not call before 8 a.m. 2. The supervisor recommended that all employees took a course in speed reading. 3. They request that you be fluent in Spanish. 4. My doctor urges that I am stopping smoking. 5. It was essential that the train leave on time. 6. The professor advised that John had a private tutor for a few weeks. 7. The admiral demanded that his crew has inspection twice a day. 8. The gracious host insisted that Mr. Smith did not leave so early. 9. I suggested that he wear black for the ceremony. 10. The police require that a driver renews his license every 3 years. D. Writing. Write a hortatory text consisting of 150 to 175 words. Make sure your writing consists of 1. Thesis, start with an issue concern. 2. Arguments, reasons for concern that will lead to recommendation. 3. Recommendation, statement of what should or should not happen or be done. The topic is consuming drugs. Now, please do the writing exercise. You can pause the video until you finish the exercise. E. Speaking. Suppose one of your friends consumed drugs. What would you do? Why? Now, please do the speaking exercise. You can talk with your friends or in front of a mirror. You can pause the video until you finish the exercise.